Welcome to the channel, everybody. My name is Ryan, and this is RimWorld, and we are back today with the Hussar and Highmate colony, and it has been a few days since I uploaded a video for this series, or any series on my channel. I got really sick there for about a week, and you might be able to tell my voice still hasn't fully recovered and stuff, so I apologize for that, but I couldn't wait any longer, guys. I had to start recording and uploading again. This is my passion, my one true love, making content here and sharing it with you guys. So let's get into it. Now, I did play a little bit of RimWorld just off camera. I really wanted to push and get some of this, more of this bridge finished. So as you can see, we've got two empty rooms here ready to go. And these are going to be, probably one of them is going to be a casino, because I did notice that we've got arcade machines, we've got slot machines here, Rim of Moolah, Rim of Fortune, and Rim and Reel. So we're going to have a nice little recreation area. We're going to build that together here. And over here, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. We got so much room now, but there's a lot of stuff. Maybe it's time to actually set up a real restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be interesting, though, trying to get a pipeline from our kitchen, because our main kitchen and cooking area is down here. And let me be honest with you, food has been a real struggle. So I think a restaurant might be a little premature right now, because I'm still trying to get, I need to build more of these, honestly. But yeah, I'm still trying to get this agriculture thing up and running. It's been a struggle the entire game. So many of our issues are just down to a low labor pool, since we've got a mandatory or a self-imposed restriction there that we can't have anything but a Hussar, Highmate, or the hybrids, children. It's made things tough, but nonetheless, we're getting through it. Now, you might notice, too, I also ran into the issue that we don't have enough water pumping into the colony. So I only had two of these water wells going, and it just wasn't enough. But let me tell you, two of these things have lasted me almost the entire playthrough, literally just up until, this episode. When I think it was actually when I constructed this set of bathrooms up here and try and pipe the water all the way up into this section. That's kind of what tipped me over the scales and caused me to lose all functionality with water throughout this colony. So what I've done is I've added a couple more wells, but they're still barely just keeping ahead of it. Like, actually, I don't even think they are keeping ahead of it. No, you can see we're still flashing here for a lack of water capacity, no water capacity. So what I've done is I've switched over our research. Again, I keep jumping back and forth, and we're going for the industrial scale pumps now. So just started that literally before I hit the record button. So that's going to be a little while. I guess I probably should consider slapping a couple more of these down. Put it here. I know it's putting it inside this red area is not ideal, but keep it. Once we get these industrial pumps, I'm going to probably delete some of these. So, this is my first playthrough ever with the Dubs Bad Hygiene mod. And initially we had some problems. I was just getting used to it. It's got a bit of a learning curve like so many different mods do. But I mean, now, like I said, up until this point, it's been pretty smooth sailing. I haven't had to worry about it much at all. We've got ourselves the smart toilets, the power showers, so now we just need the water flow. And well, we are getting so low on available meat that we're relegated to actually go hunting the hunters now. Well, we're going for the wolves. And Lady V, for some reason, can't hit the side of a barn right now. But that's okay, that's okay. We've got the backup rocket launcher just in case. No, I'm kidding. We're not going to rocket launch the wolf. There we go. Good job. Good job. But now it's actually become kind of crisis mode here. I think it's probably because we've got a volcanic winter. Most of the wildlife seems to have fled. But you can see I've got just about everything on here hunted. And the cupboards are still pretty bare. So I'm actually debating on slaughtering up a thrumbo. But, meat's not really the problem. You can see we've got a cow being slaughtered or two. So we'll hold off. The thrumbos are actually the only thing keeping our colony alive. If you are just tuning in for the very first time, our pack of thrumbos have successfully defended the colony, I don't know, at least a dozen different times. So, by the way, there's a link to the full playlist down in the description if you want to check it out and watch the series from the start. It's been a journey, quite a journey. But, man, I love these constructoids. They are so slow, though. Yes, yes, yes. And I did mention, I think, too, in a previous comment, someone touched on a little bit that I've seen these guys fail constructions, and someone said they'd never seen that happen. So I actually did look it up, and constructoids apparently, when they're fully repaired like this at 100% health, they won't fail constructions, but if they are damaged, then it's possible that they can fail a construction. So just something to keep in mind, because I know I'd seen them fail once or twice before, not necessarily in this playthrough, but I've seen it happen, I want to say. Unless it was a bad dream I had once or something, which is possible. But anyway, let's see. We've got 4 colonicidal. That's just the kids. There are certain children now, I'm not making them work at all, just because I'm trying to get them to have exceptional growth moments, essentially. Some of our combat-ready kids and stuff. But other than that, we're still looking out for a Resurrector mech serum, because we've got Arthur has died, King Arthur. He's dead. And he literally just turned like 18 too, so that sucks. But, and we need a healer serum, the healing mech serum for Leslie Jr. here, because she has resurrection psychosis. Yep, causes her to go nuts quite a bit. So that's what we're dealing with here. And in fact, to that end, I'm thinking about doing a serious little trading quest. Yeah, just a trade caravan. Because as you can see, we've got the Empire right here. And I think these are the pig people. But regardless, there's some good potential here for some serums, I think. Alright, well, I was thinking about it and I decided I have to send a caravan right now. There's no two ways about it. I'm shockingly low on some resources, and one of those is go juice too. We're actually getting very low on that, which is not good. So I'm going to send out Shay and Morgan, a couple of Thrumbos, which is risky. Remember, Shay is our, well, technically Furry can still assemble the Thrumbo army for us if needs be. So, but Shay is going to be there, and she's non-violent, but she's got her own means of defending herself. Of course, Morgan is there kind of as backup. But that's it. It's just a small caravan, 2 people, 2 Thrumbos, and a whole bunch of stuff, including all of our silver. So we're sending 14,000 silver on this caravan, and they still got plenty of weight left. So this is a good one. Now, one thing I'm not sending them with is very much food. As you can see, there's like less than 2 days worth of food. So they're going to have to purchase a bunch of food too on their way, or when we get there. Now, luckily, I think we can still forage. I don't know, maybe that's not right because of the time of year, but it doesn't matter. We'll be okay. I did send a whole bunch of baby food with them too. I don't know if it's counting the baby food, but this area right here is going to become so important. And in fact, I'm going to leave most of these set to rice just because it is, I think, the best, quickest growing thing other than hay, which really you can't feed your colonists. Technically you can if they eat kibble, but other than that, they can't consume hay. But, oh, what's this? Let's see. Check this out and see if it's worth it. Wants to keep them for 25 days. Oh, 7 prisoners. Do they all have paralytic evasion? No, they all have blood rot. Ew. No, that's not worth it. Look at that. 8 psychic soothe pulsers. Get out of here with that. If that was 8 anti-grain warheads, I'd probably say yes, but that was a pretty crappy quest right there. Nonetheless, we're going to watch that caravan very closely. For some reason, I'm paranoid right now. I'm worried that either the caravan's going to get attacked or we're going to get attacked while they're gone. But either way, I think we should still be able to defend ourselves. The real issue right now is the water, just because people are having to defecate in the streets and drinking water right out of these frosty puddles. So it's not good right now. Okay, and the caravan is off. Looks like it shows that they're foraging 8.9 berries a day. So yeah, they can still forage in the boreal forest, and doesn't appear that time of year actually affects this, because we are in the winter technically. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is just down to whatever environment they're in, not the time of year. So that's pretty helpful, but it's good to keep that in mind. Now, I'm probably going to, once they hit up the Empire, I think we will try and go down south to the pig territory. I don't know, maybe we'll talk to the tribals too. It just depends on how much we get from the Empire, what kind of goodies we get, and how quickly I want this caravan to return, right? Oh, look at that. He's popping out the legendary cowboy hats. Well, that's okay. He's making them a little late for the caravan, but nonetheless, I do have a small setup here for selling product to, the various guests that come by. So one of these is for cowboy hats. Literally, that's all that this one gets here. And this one's more for like drugs and stuff that we happen to have. Most of that stuff just got sent on the caravan though. So our poor tribal guests will just have to wait till we restock. Now, what do we say about these? Should we go ahead and set this up? Everything's ready. We've got all the utilities are in place. Well, not the water, but don't worry about that. Actually, did he finish this pump? Okay, so this thing's working. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. I know you know what, I probably should just bite the bullet and place it in a better area. Like right here. It's going to have a much better capacity. If I put this one like over here-ish. As long as it's getting connected with the pipes. See, I was trying to keep them all behind this little pump valve, but honestly, it doesn't make that big of a difference. As long as we just check the plumbing. No, I don't want to use wooden plumbing. Thank you very much. All right, let's do that. And I'm going to go around it. If I go like this, they'll build a bridge for the thing. So I'll just wait. I'll go around it once that's built. But hopefully this will make a difference. I don't know. You can see the water is still struggling. It is kind of coming back and forth now, though, so I guess that capacity helped a little bit. Oh, and I just screwed it up by doing that. All right, let's move this immediately. Reserved by Strong. Okay. And let's get you, Cinder Man, to make this stuff here. See, I just... we're out of steel already? Oh, boy. I guess that's what happens when you lay down like half a dozen of these advanced hydroponics bays, man. See, this is one of the reasons we wanted our trade caravan out immediately, too. It's just for the steel and stuff. Now, real quick, while we're here, there's one thing I want to check on. Let's grab Elsie. Elsie is one of our few exceptions to the Hussar and Highmate only rule. She is a waster that we adopted. Let's go check the contracts page with her real quick, though. Okay, I just want to see if there's anything interesting. Now, this is interesting. Look at this. 3 shield belts for a 280% markup. 15,000 silver for 3 of those. That is worth doing. Of course, we're out of steel, so 1 recon armor. Surprised we don't have that. Actually, I do have that. I could literally get one of my pawns to just go drop theirs, take it off, and drop it. Oh, 1 minigun for 11,000. You can see these contracts are very lucrative. I think I'm going to work on these 3 shield belts. That seems like the best one. I don't have the steel right now, so I'll set them up here, get them ready, and hopefully when that caravan comes back, they'll have some. Well, check this out. Looks like an epic struggle between a wolf and a lynx turned out in our favor. Yes, both. I just noticed them too. Look, I don't know how long they've been dead, but they're still fresh. Dead for 1.4 days. I wonder if they actually did kill each other. 1.6 health. Yep, there was an epic, like I said, canine versus feline here. Played out, and we missed it, but hey, we get the scraps. All right, well, the caravan has arrived here at the Imperial Settlement. I've got everything set up. Unfortunately, they don't have any resurrector or healing serums. And I feel like there was something else I was looking for too that they don't have. But either way, that's okay. I did buy out all their meat. I'm going to get some of their animals. The steel, of course, very huge. And a little bit of prepared food just for the journey. And the shock lances too, of course. We're taking those. Now, we've still got quite a bit of stuff left. So including all our clothing. I did send a whole bunch of textiles with them, knowing that the Imperials don't trade in clothes, pre-made clothes. But these folks will. So I think we'll come on down here to the south, continue the caravan, even though I would like to get these folks home, especially with all this meat. But it's okay. I think we'll be safe to send them down a little bit farther south. Once they get back here, though, it's going to be on because we've got to really start. I don't know. I was going to say hopefully the research will be done, but they haven't even started it. As you can see, I've got a lot of the folks. Well, you can't see that obviously right now, but I've got a lot of them set to scan. And we're finding silver and stuff and steel occasionally. It's just not inside the compound. Although I did locate a spot here, so I've had them focus so much on just digging up stone chunks, trying to get that bridge section done, that I've been neglecting the steel. But that's going to change right now. All right, guys, we are here at our next settlement on the world map. I've set up a little bit of training here. Now, the good news is, as I mentioned, they will take all my legendary and masterwork cowboy hats. So, also, I brought 12 flak vests with me, so we've got plenty of leverage here. I can get up to another 5K at least. Now, here's what I was thinking. I was looking at some of their bionic stuff. They've got an AI chip. Now this, I'm pretty sure this is, oh no, it's not. I thought it was vanilla. But this is supposed to help, consciousness and mobility. So if they have some sort of brain damage, installing this will help replace that. Consciousness 100%. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because of that resurrection psychosis. Now I don't expect this, I actually don't think this will work at all. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it's not so much the consciousness that's hurting, although I'm sure that probably would affect it, Leslie Jr.'s work experience and stuff, but it's really the fact that she goes into like a murderous rage every other day while she's got the psychosis, and eventually she's going to die from it. So I honestly think it might be best just to do a full brain transplant. The next time we get a prisoner, I might try that. Maybe we'll have to just, take the brain out of somebody if they're already dying or something. We can do it, because I am trying to role play as a positive type of colony, an honorable colony. I don't know why I decided to do that, but that's the road. We're about 5 miles down, so let's go. I'm just going to put everything I've got up on the chopping block. There we go. Okay, so we're actually still, well, I'm going to end up with still a little bit of silver here. I think we can probably pop down to the tribals. I don't expect they'll have any healing serums or resurrector mech serums, but they might actually have some pawns, like some slaves to trade. So, plus they're super close right here. But after this, we're headed back up north to the colony. All right, well, here we are at the tribal now, and we're just going to buy some of their pemmican, meat, and some of their goats. They have not too much there, but again, the meat and the food and the animals, big help and we're bringing back over 1,000 steel here, so that's going to be super helpful too. Now we just have to have patience and wait. Hopefully they don't get attacked. They've been pretty successful. I don't think we've had a single caravan get attacked yet, so we've been okay. But you can always tell if their visibility, visibility is 112%. So I mean, they're literally strolling around with thrumbos like they own the planet. Now look, it just dropped to 34. Maybe it's because they stopped for the night. Not sure why that is, but that's interesting. Probably tells us here, not moving. Yeah, so they're not moving, their visibility's reduced. But yeah, when you assign a thrumbo to the caravan, even if it's just one, like the whole planet knows you're on the move. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing. I don't know what it is, but this has happened in other previous series as well, but our guests just love the prison. They always come into the prison. These people are just standing here. They look like they're bugged out or something. I don't know, but they're just literally standing in the prison. These are not prisoners either. They're just guests of ours. But yeah, for whatever reason, there it is. And we just got a growth moment. That's the real important thing here. Let's see. Yes, another good one. Okay, so we're looking at little killer, baby killer, and iron-willed. Very good. Male, female, he. Okay, so he is 10 years old. And looks like he was a born killer, so that's good. He's already got a... Let's go with a social... No, not social. Let's go with... Mining? Plants? No. Mining, intellectual, and screw it. We'll go with plants. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And what kind of a trait for our boy? Psychopath. Oh, boy. No, brawler. I don't know if I really want to limit him to just melee, though. I mean, the only other good one is Psychopath. Well, that's okay. We'll go with that. He is a pure-blooded Hussar, so... I do love Brawler Pawns, though. Man, that is so tempting. But, we've already got, like, 2 or 3... Well, no, I think we only have 2 now because one of our melee pawns got killed. But we do have 1 here, and I think 1 more being born. A couple more growing up, I should say, so... Yeah, no worries. We'll just leave it like that. I'm so tempted to go Brawler with this kid, though. Damn. Iron Will, Brawler. But look at that shooting. He's already maxed out at 20. I just feel like it's such a waste. All right, we're going to go with that. Not too bad, not too bad. Now, I've also been considering... Now, we don't have the steel for it. Keep that in mind. Or probably the advanced components. but I'm thinking we might need to plop down a third one of these at some point. Got to be ready for it, or at least set up a space. I'm thinking I don't know. It's tough. These weird corner angular rooms and stuff doesn't make expansion very easy. You know what I'm saying? I love the look of it, don't get me wrong, and I know some people out there don't. They've let me know that the angle building kind of bugs them. But it's okay. I think it looks overall, I think it adds a definite look to. What is wrong with this wall piece? Look at that. It's like grayed out. I think it's got a roof over it or something. Anyway, who cares about that? Nonetheless, I'm going to find a spot for a third nuclear power plant. In fact, I think it's good to kind of split it up so not all of our power production is in one single part of the base, It is better to have it set somewhere separate. So in case that area gets destroyed, we're not going to be totally without the capacity, to produce power, so... Oh, well, we just got ourselves a prosthesis trader here. Keep in mind we have no silver. Well, we have very little silver. Somebody left us a gift here of some silver. But now the actual reason I brought you guys back here is I wanted to show this. We've had some issues in the past with, talking about building on diagonals like this or circular rooms. It's totally worth doing and viable, except when you leave these little corners like this, see how this is technically exposed in the sense that a raider could come through here and either set this on fire, or they can literally pick this up and take it because they have access to the corner here. We saw that happen, in fact, over here on this side. For the longest time, this was just one block of wall, just like it is over here, basically. Kind of like, well, more like this section over here. So if something like the blackboard right here, this is technically exposed, So we've got to be very careful about that. In fact, I think I'm going to go through, and as much as I don't want to do it, number one, because of resources, and I honestly kind of like the way it looks when you go with just like a bare minimum type of stone, in the corners, but I think really it's probably smart to do this, to go around, just so we don't risk any of these raiders dropping in and stealing something or lighting our whole place on fire. Because the last time it happened, I did get lucky and I noticed, but who knows, next time around I might not notice until it's too late. All right, well, I was working on, like I said, some of these wall sections, and I started thinking, you know what, I promised at the very beginning we would lay out the slot rooms, and I haven't done that yet. Now, obviously, I'm waiting on some more steel here, but we can go ahead and lay it out, and still just forbid it for now, so we have an idea of what it's going to look like. But here, let's go through. I'll cancel this, and we'll start again. So I was looking at these, and there's different levels. So this is the cheap one here for $2. The rim and reels, we'll set up a few of these. I want them like right up front, so as they walk in here, they'll be like real obvious. Yeah, they'll come right up to them. You have to like squeeze around it in order to get by the slot machine. All right, that's good. That's pretty symmetrical. Let's cancel one in the middle. All right, that's good. So that's four total. And then we've got... That's the $2 one. Wait, which one did I just set? The rim and reels. Okay. Now we're going to do the rim moolah. We'll do back to back there. So there's 4 of those. And we got the rim of fortune. This is the high roller slot for 6 silver. Okay, let's see. So we're going to put this one. We'll do... we'll just do 4 of these. That's cool. Now I was thinking, what other gambling stuff can we put in here? Well, I guess technically the poker table will work, right? Let's throw a couple of these down. We'll put the, wait, hold on. I don't want wood. I like to do marble. I don't know if the marble tables actually increase the beauty of it, because normally things made out of marble, do have extra beauty to them. But like the walls themselves have a beauty factor, but we'll see. I'm not sure about the marble stuff. And of course, you can also bet on billiards, so we'll throw down a billiards table right here. Boom. As long as it's symmetrical, I'm okay with that. And I actually have arcade machines as well. I figure might as well drop some of these. Now, they're not for gambling, but it's still going to be hopefully a heck of a lot of good entertainment, right? Don't want to go too overboard. This is getting pretty expensive in terms of the steel. But hey, that's what this whole playthrough is about, is the hospitality. I've got like 5 or 6 hospitality mods, installed alone. So We're finally getting there. Now let's see here. Okay, like I said, I've forbidden everything, but we're just going to wait till the caravan comes back, and I'll probably, honestly, I do need to dedicate a little bit more steel to where I want to get this whole room essentially filled with the hydroponics basins, and even the little tight gaps here we can use these modular ones for, like that. Perfect. So we'll work. I want to get this whole room. I mean, I have to, otherwise the colony is going to starve, right? So that's going to be a big priority. But as soon as that's taken care of, we're going to get this section built and ready for guests and customers, and hopefully gamblers. And hopefully losing gamblers, right? Now, honestly, I don't know how this is going to work, if it'll really be like a good money maker like a real casino is, but we'll just have to wait and find out, right? But we're getting there. We're taking steps towards having our very own in-house casino. But our caravan is almost home. We've got another day or so before they arrive, but I think this is probably a good place to end today's episode. I want to cut it a little bit short just to try and rest my voice a little bit. Again, I apologize if I sound a little hoarse and stuff. Don't worry, I am going to rest as much as possible, and it'll get back to normal soon, guys. So I really appreciate you sticking with the channel while I was down and out, but I am back now, and I appreciate you all. So hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, if this is your first time. We do daily uploads with many different games here, not just RimWorld, but appreciate you all, and I will see you on the next one.